So we came in the studio today, and producer is on vacation for the end of the year, whole frog thing. He goes home to his family, good for him. And we were like, we should record an episode, and we can do this by ourselves. We don't even need producer, and well...
And we fell flat on our faces, okay? So we came in, the studio, it was 48 degrees, which is a little bit chilly, and nothing was working.
Yeah, and even now, I don't know if anything is working because none of the wires were working. Like, we plugged everything in, and we were like, okay, this isn't working. And then we tried some different wires. We tried a whole different system, a different setup, and it also didn't work.
Yeah,
and
so we're trying not to complain because we know we're like, hey, we're gonna be at a podcast convention. We're gonna be speaking. We have all these new people who coming in. They're listening. That's wonderful. And so we're like, oh, let's put out some episodes, and late in the year, and say hi to everybody. And this isn't the best foot forward, is what I'm saying.
No, it is not. And we're a minute in, and okay, so we're trying not to be negative. And our producer is on vacation, and the studio. I didn't know that he comes in and he preheats the studio. I didn't know that was something that he did. I thought that the studio was always just kind of nice and warm and toasty, but it's not. And so that's something that we learned today. And we also learned Rufus came in and immediately, I think he got like a step into the studio and he just turned and walked away. And he said something like, not on my watch, which doesn't even make sense. So it's just me, Natty Bumpercar, and Aloysius is here too.
Yeah, luckily as a pig, I am immune to cold, and that's not true. I am a pig. I have pink skin, and I feel cold constantly. I don't know what the pink had to do with anything. I can see my pig breath, and everything hurts. Like, I sat down on the chair, and I was like, this chair is harder than it usually is.
Yeah.
And,
I sat on the couch, and it crinkled, like it was frozen or something, which I don't know why it would be. It would have been wet to be frozen, and then that's concerning to me as well. Like, maybe there's a leak in here or something. But you know what? It's okay. Who cares? We got this thing working, and there's no feedback, and it seems like we're having it. Let's have a podcast. Let's forget the last 3 minutes of our lives. Hey, Aloysius J. Pig, how are you doing? It's so great to talk to you.
Yeah, this is strange. It hasn't been just you and me in a long time. It's usually we got a producer, we got the Rufus, and do you remember it was a few episodes ago, Rufus was talking about when he was a kid, and they used to have a tomato soup can, and they would record the episode that way. So I went into the pantry when you couldn't get the equipment working, and I was actually looking for a tomato soup can because I was how desperate I was, and I was just like, I'm gonna make this work. I'm gonna figure this out. If Rufus T. Rufus can figure out how to make a podcast with a tomato soup can, then I think I can do this. I think I can figure it out. There was no tomato soup. There was no soup at all. There was some crackers that were open and very stale, and there was a sleeve of some sort of cookie that looked like an Oreo, but was not an Oreo. I think, I don't know, some sort of off-brand, and I tried one, and my tongue, I can't feel my tongue right now. Is that strange?
Yes.
Is that something that's supposed to happen when
No.
you eat a cookie?
No.
Nothing. I mean, I've never had it before, but maybe that's a new thing. I don't know.
No. Oh no. I just broke the cardinal rule of podcast. I yawned into the microphone. How are people going to come to this podcast and they're going to say, "Oh, I should be listening to this. This is something I should be enjoying," and then the host starts yawning. Oh man, what a disaster!
No, it's good. Natty, hold on. I just got a phone call. Got a voice message here. I think it's actually from Rufus, so I'm gonna see if I can get it up to the microphone to see if we can get it to play. Just to see. I don't know what it is, but we're kind of floundering here. Hey there, Aloysius. This is Rufus. It's very cold outside out there. I did not want to partake in being part of a podcast today.
All right.
So I came back inside and
So far, it's just him saying exactly what just happened, which is perfect. This is good. This is taking the podcast in a whole new direction. Press play.
Well, wanted you to know that there's no soup out in the pantry out there. I brought it all inside, and also there's some cookies out there. Do not recommend eating them. That's not gonna be good for you. You don't need to know a lot about the cookies, but all I'm going to tell you is refrain, if you can, from eating them. They are not for you. All right. Now, another thing. Okay. So a little bit of the cookie mystery is now solved. Don't know what I ate. Don't know when I'm going to be able to feel my tongue. Cool. I guess the lesson there is, don't just go eating random cookies, because you don't know what kind of cookie it is or what it's going to do to your tongue. Perfect. So now we've learned. Good. So now the podcast has a good learning lesson to it. But also, this message by Rufus, it just seems to keep going.
Yeah.
But, I mean, again, we don't have anything to talk. So I guess we keep going and seeing what happens.
Yes, I think that is really, at this point, I don't want to say that Rufus is saving the podcast, but it kind of feels like he is a little bit. So I guess go ahead and press play.
Another thing, and I said another thing, so that'd be one other thing that I wanted to discuss was vacation time. Now, Aloysius, I know you're not in charge of the schedule and whatnot, but it just feels like producer's gonna, if he's leaving for the last 2-3 weeks of the year, that's a long time for us, especially going into the new year. We gotta be recording our whole best of and our whole wrapped up session, like there's things that all the people do at the end of the year. So I think we should probably talk to whoever it is who does the scheduling and figure out, if we can, how we can better address this. And but that wasn't what I wanted to talk to you about. Yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to remember. Okay, Natty, I don't know if that's you thing or who does. Do we do scheduling? Is there a calendar? Or I think, from what I understand, we just kind of leave and appear whenever we do. I don't know. Yeah. So I'll let you handle that. But
okay.
I'm looking at the message. You can see how long it goes.
Yep.
We're not even halfway through.
What?
So do you still want to keep going? Or?
Yeah. No. I mean, I feel like maybe at some point we're gonna cut it off. But he's really rambling right now. He's really going. It's good. So maybe he's gonna tell us more about the cookies. I don't know, but sure. Let's keep seeing what Rufus is about.
So let's see here. When I was trying to think about, I turned on the faucet inside the house. I turned on the little spigot in here, and I turned on the hot, and little ice cubes, little icicles came out the spout. So it's pretty chilly in here as well. So I don't know if producer, he normally, does he control all the temperatures, all the heat throughout the entire headquarters? Because I'm chilly in here. I came out there chilly. I came back in here chilly. So I want to figure out how to not be quite so chilly. Yeah, Natty, I think probably producer does handle all that, because he does anything technical or electrical. I just kind of say, you know what you're doing. So is it possible that he just left and didn't turn the heat on? Because that seems like maybe a real misstep.
Yeah. Hold on a second. I just got a message. This is great. Good timing. I just got a message from producer, so hold off on the Rufus thing. Let's see what producer has to say. 1 second.
Yeah, hello, Nappy. This is the producer. Sorry, I'm on my vacation having a wonderful time, and I remembered a couple of things, the very important things that I'll tell you. Do see there in the studio, the heat is not on, so I wouldn't even bother trying to record when it gets so cold. The wires, they tend to break, so just take a little vacation, whatever, like I am. It's great. It's gonna be cold in the studio, and also if you go in the studio, do not go in the pantry and eat the cookies. I know they look delicious, but they are frog cookies, very specific. I love them, but they're not for consumption for you or Rufus, or certainly not Aloysius, okay? So do not let Aloysius get into the cookies.
Hold on, pause that. So this producer's just got cookies around, not labeled or nothing, that are bad for me? Okay, well, this is good to know. Good to know, producer. Wherever you are. Keep playing the message. I want to hear more.
Also, if you're looking for soup, and if you're in the pantry in the studio, there's no soup. Rufus has taken all his soup into his room, and he says any soup that comes into this place goes into his room. So if you do want soup, distract him and then go get some soup. He's in his room, okay? I think that's all I've... Oh, wait, hold on a second here. I'm getting a message. I'm getting a call from Rufus.
Wait,
1 second,
now,
hold on there.
Okay, now producer's getting a call from Rufus. Okay, I guess hopefully he'll figure out how to play. Can we hear that?
Yeah, listen up, producer. Make sure you keep it between you and I about the soup being in my room, because I had a situation where they ate all my soup, and then I didn't have nothing to eat, and so there's no soup, and so what I did, I brought it into my room here, and so I got my little soup shelf over there in the corner. So just please, have a wonderful vacation. Everything is perfect here. Just do not let them know, Natty and Aloysius, about my soup. All right. Talk to you New Year.
I wasn't
Happy
supposed
baby
to
time.
play
Whatever.
that.
I get confused.
Natty didn't hear that. Anyway, have a great time. Okay, I'm going to just hang up now because I don't know. This message has been too long. I'm uncomfortable. I'm very uncomfortable.
So let me get this straight. Rufus calls me, producer calls you, Rufus calls producer. This is very strange. And we still don't have heat. We still don't have wires. But we do have... See, we still have poison cookies. So this is working out well. This is, I think we should have just listened and not come in here and not try to record a podcast, okay? We should just come in when producer's here. Evidently, he's in charge. It's his world. We're just hopping in it.
Yeah, no, I usually I would not agree with you. I would be like, no, we figured it out. We got it done. But we did not. We failed, and this is miserable, and oh well.
The Bumper Podcast is an oftentimes hilarious weekly romp with Natty Bumpercar and some of his pals. It is family-friendly, clean, and ridiculous. Thanks a bundle for listening. If you love our show and you'd like to help support the podcast, check out our Patreon page at https://www.patreon.com/Natty Bumpercar. Also, pretty please subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Share it with everyone everywhere, post about it on all of the social medias, or leave a rating and review. The Bumper Podcast is produced at headquarters in Coffee Can Alley. It's recorded, mixed, and produced by producer. The Bumper Podcast features contributions from Aloysius J. Pig, Rufus T. Rufus, Doodle Poodle, Robot, Trunks, and a gaggle of other silly rascals. Our head talker is probably Natty Bumpercar. We also have an absurd newsletter. Check it out and subscribe at nattybumpercar.com/subscribe. Also, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Natty Bumpercar. Hugs and hearts. See you soon.